Now coming back to the schema part, which is very important in terms of how search engine understand your content. One was the page structure. Page structure makes search engine understand only what is your headline, what is your sub headline, what is your paragraph and all. Now schema are the one which explains search engine this is how my page is divided. So if I am talking about an home page essentially will have a schema called organization, a schema called web page, this is an home page, a schema called navigation list, a schema called images, videos if they are on home page. But if I go to an article page will have much more component. It will have an article schema or a news article schema. It will have an author schema. It may have if it is a fact checking article, it may have a fact check schema. If it is a review or rating article, it will have a review rating schema. If I am writing a live blog as an article, it will have a live blog schema. If I am writing as an FAQ article, it can have a FAQ schema. We can have multiple schemas. This list of schemas we are talking about is only for the news articles. Then we can have different customized parameters content, we call them custom content, and we can build multiple schemas here. I have given few samples here. We can build a movie schema, we can build a database of all the movies, their reviews, their actors, producers, and multiple images, video galleries, and we can write the schemas around it to make search engine understand that this whole web page is talking about a movie review which contains 5 actors, 2 producers, one director, probably a video gallery, probably a user rating, so that when that page get crawled, search engine should be able to understand all the data available on that page, which is not possible just by using your H1 or H2 tag. Schemas are the most essential part for search engine to understand, because ultimately they are machines. They cannot understand everything from an HTML. So they have a predefined format, predefined objects, and you need to build it. You can go to Hokelware websites. You can test any article schema. If you want to go for a movie review schema, we have a couple of publishers doing that. If you want to do a product schema, if you're talking about a product, maybe it's in like one of our platform called Medical Dialogues, talking about drugs, talking about salts, they are product schemas. So you can build a content and then let search engine understand your content. If you're talking about events which is happening in some places or sometime, you can define an event schema so that it comes into your event listing on the search engines. You can also talk about company schema if you are a manufacturing company, or if you are a different kind of company. So it depends on what kind of content or database or the listing you are building. You can define certain schemas which is pre-approved by schema.org, and you can define using Google schemas to tell the search engine that this is my content. You can have location related schema, place related schema. You can have person schema like authors, like painters, like bloggers, like whatnot. Then you can have creative work schemas defined for if you are doing some creative work, you are doing job posting, and any other kind of custom schema. So idea is for an SEO, if you are not having schema in your web page and just implementing your web page and expecting search engine to understand it properly, it is very difficult, because search engine end of their machines, they doesn't have that human intelligence that a name written here by byline is an author. You need to tell them in search engine some form, some part of the page they will understand, some part of the page they will not understand. And if your content is really structured, really not a news article, really a different kind of content, like I have one other platform called Medical Dialogue which talks about different content. I have a platform called India Food Network which talks about recipes. I have a platform called Hans India that talks about restaurant listings, movie reviews. So there are multiple publishers who are doing content, not just news articles but different variety of it. And for them to rank in search engines like Boom does very good fact checking platform. Boom does, there are around 10 fact checking platform Hokelware has, and all them are using fact checking schema, so that Google knows that it's a fact checking platform. And when you fact checking article, and when you go and that search that article on search engine, you get to see the snippet of it, that this is not a normal article, this is a fact checking article, fact checked by Boom, or fact checked by Logical Indian, or fact checked by whatever the publishers who's publishing that, and the fact checking result. So without getting into the details of an article, you get a snapshot and you get to rank it in the places which is defined for that targeted audience. Maybe it's it's a movie listing, if it is a movie review, you can get to see the star rating upfront in the search list page listing itself because of the review schema and rating schema. So schemas are the key. Remember that if you go check your website whether it is having all the correct schemas or not, compare with local buyers, but schemas are the key for your tech SEO to be ranking properly.